Hey y'all. Okay, so I wanted to provide some insight into kind of how I've been comparing what the Flex curriculum says we should do for each lesson and what is listed in Canvas because, to be honest, they don't really add up all of the time. So here you'll see I've opened the EL Education Flex curriculum. Hypothetically, let's say I'm planning for Module 1, Unit 2, Lesson 3. So I've scrolled down to Lesson 3 and I'm just going to kind of skim to see what the lesson has me as the teacher and my students doing. So it seems that we'll be reading this text. It says independently, but this seems like it would be a good synchronous activity for kids to do. If I keep scrolling, I want to see what else is in the lesson. Okay, so they jump right to homework questions, which we could potentially turn into an async activity, and then it goes to lesson 4. So you see that the L curriculum sometimes, and I intentionally chose a lesson where there's not a whole lot of materials in the lesson on the Flex curriculum guide, just so you could see what I do. So there's not a whole lot here. But if I go to what Canvas has, you'll see a difference. So right now I'm on Drew's page. I'm going to go to the Enter Here button. We are still in Module 1, so I'm clicking Module 1. And at this point, again, I'm hypothetically planning Unit 2, Lesson 3. So I'm going to click Unit 2 and scroll down to Lesson 3. When I get here, I'm going to click this link. And it's going to take a second to load, but it'll eventually drop me to Unit 2, Lesson 3 materials. So here we go. The first thing I need to do is publish it so that I can unpublish things that I don't want students to see. They have this teacher overview. Sometimes it's helpful, sometimes it's not. It's probably helpful for the planner to read through. But typically I go to the Engage the Learning first. I see some learning targets. I see entrance ticket, directions, anchor charts. Okay, not something that kids need to see. So I'm going to unpublish this document when I go back. Again, it takes a second for it to reload. And it probably will go to a different lesson first. You just have to hang on. Okay, so unpublishing the overview because kids don't need to see that, and unpublishing Engage the Learning because we will turn the entrance ticket into a Google form. And I might have missed the entrance ticket. I sure did. So it was like right above where I scrolled. Okay, so then I just click on the next link to see what they provide for me here. So it tells you what they will need for this. It looks like they'll need a few of the anchor chart sources. I haven't been linking those for y'all because we don't have physical space, and I, to be honest, just can't wrap my head around that yet. And then you see it links to the same text it looks like we have in the L curriculum Flex document. So I'm going to open that and see what it looks like. All right, so it's the same text. And if I wanted to turn this into the synchronous activity, because again, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of material in this lesson, then I could always insert a graphic organizer into this text by chunking it up and inserting a text box after the chunk, or inserting a table and asking standard aligned questions. But I'm going to keep that open because clearly we need that. So it gives directions for what to do with that lesson or with that text here. But it says submit the gist statements when you're finished. And if I scroll down, there's not a submission, which has happened quite often on Canvas. So that's why I say, you can use this copy, insert boxes for